Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our session this morning. Our topic is Code of Ethics, known as Resolution number 435, a series of 1997. So, based on our previous topic, I already told you that we have 13 articles under the Code of Ethics for professional teachers. And again, to reiterate, only teachers with license are called professionals. In the context uh, under our under the code of ethics for professional teacher under our profession or in the academy as a whole. So always remember, teachers without licenses are not professional teachers. So Article 1, Scope and Limitations. This code shall apply to all teachers in schools in the Philippines. However, in Section 2, um, it reiterated here that it covers not just all public teachers but private as well, from the preschool up to the vocational teachers. Though even though higher education teachers are not mentioned here, still we adhere to the code of ethics. Article 2, the teacher and the state. Section 1, the schools are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the cultural and educational heritage of the nation, under its obligation to transmit to learners such heritage, as well as to elevate allegiance to the Constitution and for all duly constituted authorities and promote obedience to the laws of the state. So what does it mean in Section 1? It means we teachers in the basic education are tasked to nurture our young learners to become a good citizen in our country. We are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. It is our task, our obligation to mold young learners, our future leaders, to become a good citizen in our country. Now, in Section 2, every teacher or school officials shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the state and shall take an oath to this effect. Now, in Section 2, it means that we teacher as well as the school personnel should follow, as I mentioned in our first session, that the basic education in public school are bureaucratic in nature. It means whatever the policies coming from the national must be true to all, up to the lower level, up to your school. So if the school or if the Department of Education will say that you need to remove all the instructional materials posted on the walls, it means you need to remove it without questions asked. Because again, you need to carry out the declared policies of the state. Section 3, in the interest of the state and of the Filipino people as much of its own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. It means in Section 3 that before you enter the profession, during or within that profession or your duty and after, you need to maintain your holistic health. It means you must be physically fit. You must be mentally fit. That is why all teachers, even the applicants, need to undergo neuro test to test if they are mentally fit to become a teacher. Because again, our role as a teacher is heavy. We are tasked to mold the young generation to become a good citizen of our state. Next is morally fit. Next, Section 4, every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty. So please remove this in your mind that, duty-duty na lang ko, kay daghan ko loan, duty na lang ko, it is because no choice. No, you need to be, it doesn't mean that you need to be enthusiastic every day. You need to be in full energy. What in Section 4 means here that the department or the state is just asking your full commitment. That is why you need to render 8 hours every day in your duty and carry out your obligations because you were paid to do so. Okay? In Section 5, a teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or other partisan interests and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require, collect, or receive any money or service or other valuable material from any person or entity for such purposes. So actually, there is a department order in this wherein teachers and other school personnel are prohibited to solicit. Okay? Um, Aside from that, in Section 5, a teacher must be a non-partisan. So do not share posts of one politicians in your timeline because the students will have a notion that, oh, my teacher shared a post of this certain politician, it means he or she is a good. Okay? So be careful on that. Again, even though you have a relatives in politics, do not share. Okay? And do not also proselyte um, or encourage your students to vote. Okay, and aside from that, do not also force your students to do uh, religious things because that is your religion. Okay, that is why as a teacher you need to be inclusive in nature because your students are diverse. They are coming from different path of life. Some of your students are Christians, some are Muslims, some are Jehovah's. It means you are put into one because our curriculum now is heterogeneous. It means different learners in one classroom. Aside from that, Section 6, or moreover, in Section 6, every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibilities. We as teachers are role model. No? So if makita ni bata nga wa taga-botar, it means dili di importante. So our votes are not important and that is not a good example to our learners. No? We need to be a role model to our learners to exercise the right to vote if we want to change. The teacher and the state, every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have privilege of expounding the product of his researches and investigations, provided that if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the state, they shall be brought to the proper authorities for appropriate remedial action. Now, in basic education, even though you have the recommended curriculum from the Department of Education, you still have the academic freedom to choose to use other references as long as these references can help, and it must be aligned or connected to the learning competencies that you want to teach in your students. So you can use researches and other supplementary materials that can supplement the learning of the bata. Okay. Now, if you have found in your observation or in your research that might be harmful to the school or to the state, you need to report it to your immediate head. Okay? Next, in Section 7, a teacher shall not use his position or official authority or influence to coerce or any other person to follow any political course of action. Again, as a teacher, we must be a role model, not just to our students, but to the community or to the state as a whole. Okay? Do not use force or your authority as a teacher to influence or coerce other person to follow your desired politicians. Now, the teacher and the community. A teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. Render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. As a teacher, we are now in the student-centered curriculum wherein we allow our students to perform the tasks because we do believe that learning by doing experiential learning will have a lifelong learner. No, we provide a lifelong learner because we provide an experiential learning to our students. No, di jud na nila malimtan ang ilahang natun-an because you let them experience, you let them do the task. So we as a teacher are just a facilitator of the learning of our students. Okay? Section 2, every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. As a teacher, we are viewed as someone with knowledge. Okay? Muratag anang muratag a jack of all of all trades. Ning ana god ang iyahang atake. So as a teacher, if you can provide a service to your community, for example, by giving seminars, trainings, no, you can just go to the barangay hall, ask the barangay kagawad who is in charge in the committee on education. Since you are now since you are a teacher, you are in the education sector. Perhaps you can give your service or services to them, or any services, not just in the educational, but it could be moral, social, as well as for the economic, so that we can have a betterment in our country. Section 3, every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from such activities, gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. Again, we are teachers not just in the four corners of the room, but even outside the room and online. That is why we need to present a persona that is worthy of emulation. That we are a role model. No? Dili kay you are done with your task as a teacher in your class, in the school. Then when you go home, you will just grab a bottle of liquor, mag-inom-inom na ka dito sa gawas, magmaoy na ka, and the like. No. So, number 1, need to avoid is gambling. Be it online, no? Scatter o pamana siya direct. No? Smoking, of course, you can smoke, no? Inside your vicinity of your school. I mean, no, not the school. In your house. Drunkenness, there is occasionally you can drink, but di siya pwede mahubog jud kaayo. And of course, do not commit mga illicit relations, especially mga bata. So it's a no. So you need to be morally right all the time. So every teacher shall study and understand the local customs and traditions in order to have a sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. So as a teacher, when you will be deployed in a far-flung area or an area wherein there is already an established culture there, for example, our friends and brothers and sisters in IP's community or in Muslim communities, you need to learn their local customs. No, alam mo, dito sa Musliman area, tapos magsuba-suba kag pampoy dito because that is the task in the learning competencies. No. Uli jud kag kuan nakakahon ang ana. So you need to learn, understand, not just understand the local customs and traditions, but also respect their culture. Section 5, every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school work and accomplishment as well as its needs and problems. Now, as a future teacher, how are you going to inform the community about the school works and accomplishment? Okay? Right. So you can use the bulletin board, you can use the social media, and you can also grab the chance, when you conduct a parent and teacher meeting, okay? Or homeroom meeting, yung ana siya. So you can inform our stakeholders because they are part of the community about what's happening in the school. Yung ana siya. Section 6, every teacher is intellectual leader in the community and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed. to extend counseling services, and to actively be involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. So again, as a member of the community, if you can provide something, your services to to the community, do it. Again, because that is our social responsibility as a teacher to keep the community informed, to keep the community updated. Section 7. Every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with the people individually or collectively. Key. It not just focus only on the teachers that we need to be good, we need to have a pleasant personality, but as a human being, no, we need to create a harmonious relationship with one another, especially with the government officials, because we are government employee, no? We wear kanang ginapasahod ta sa gobyerno. That is why we need to be pleasant at all times, no? Wearing our good personality, not just with government officials, but to our stakeholders. Section 8. A teacher possesses a freedom to attend church and worships as appropriate, but shall not use his positions and influence to proselyte others. Again, you were given freedom to exercise your religion, but not to the point to influence others or to proselyte others, especially our young learners, to convert, to follow your religion in exchange of something that is not that is not good. Next, Article 4, the teacher and the profession. Every teacher shall actively ensure that teaching is the noblest profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in teaching as a noble calling. As I've said earlier, dili ta sig yaw-yaw, dili ta mo duty na is because we have a lot of loans, no, because we don't have a choice. So murag dapat when we go to school, when we report to our students, we need to be kanang murag first time gyapon nang apply, but the enthusiasm still there, no, and of course the pride in teaching, no, even though there's a lot of clamor, no, na okay ana jud kini mga teacher no kasi gira mga loan wala joy mapundo ana. So again, balag gamay tag sahod, no? We want to become a teacher, right? Because we want to become a bridge, no, to our students to reach their dreams in life. Because we want to contribute, no, sa ilahang pagtuon o sa ilahang paglambo. So that is our role as a teacher. Section 2. Every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standards of quality education, shall make the best preparations for the career of teaching, and shall be at his best at all times and in the practice of his profession. Again, one of the various roles of the teacher is as a teacher must be a content expert. Please, future teachers, even though you already have your bachelor's degree not related to education, but you need to give your quality education. That's why you are here enrolling in the certificate for professional education, because you want to become a teacher, right? You want to earn this degree and get that license because you want to be part of the system, part of the education, to provide quality education, not just to the less fortunate learners, but to the whole learners in the country. So do not give kanang half-baked na service to our learners, no? Always give our best at all times. Do research, do read a lot, no? If you cannot if you don't have enough knowledge on that certain topic, read, research, no? Do extra mile, because again, we want to mold our learners to become a good citizen in our country. Let them think, ana ang atake. Section 3. Every teacher shall participate in continuing professional education. It means, again, we already done with the 6 elements to becoming a professional education teacher. And one of it is continuing professional education, because always remember, what you have learned today is different na pag-abot ugma. Okay? That is why always be hungry, no, sa mga learning, sa mga knowledge. Attend trainings and seminars, not because there's a free food, because there is a free learning that you can share to your colleagues, that you can share to your students. Okay? Always be hungry sa mga knowledge. Next, every teacher shall help, if duly authorized, to seek support from the school, but shall not make improper misrepresentation to personal advertisements and other questionable means. It means that if you are not authorized, if this is not your position to seek help, to solicit, to purchase, to acquire something, please refrain yourself to do so. Okay? Because you are not representing yourself. You are representing the school and the Department of Education. Always bear that in mind. Section 5. Every teacher shall use the teaching professions in a manner that makes it dignified means for earning a decent living. That is why you need to be you need to make it sure that your salary is enough lang siya. Though dili kung if ever no nga dili siya enough, it is because of inflation and other responsibilities, do businesses that is outside na or after your work as a teacher. Do not kanang mix your work, no, other works and sa imong pagiging teacher, because you will give a half-baked services sa mga bata. So if your duty is 8 to 5, so 5 onwards, you can have another job. Yung ana siya. The teacher and the teaching community. Section 1, professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with colleagues, support one another. Now, if you'll notice that you have this colleague na kanang always kanang may tardiness, say ka late, malit i-duty, mo-duty naman siya, then he or she will take his or her breakfast in the classroom. So do not report it immediately to the head. Okay? Again, in section 1, you need the full cooperation with colleagues. Inform your colleagues, okay, that, I have noticed that you always come late. Then if you will come late, you will go to your classroom, then bringing your lunch box, and you will eat in front of the learners. And that is not a good model of being a teacher. Okay? Section 2, a teacher is not entitled to claim credit or work not of his own, and shall give due credit for the work of other which he may use. Always give to Pedro what is belongs to Pedro. Never mag-credit grabber, ha? Now, in the instance nga na may mga activity, you need to kanang kanang give credit, no, kanang inform to the majority, kanang usually pag thank you so much for this committee, for the program committee, sa mga MC and everything, sa mga paperwork, sa restoration, no, kanang recognize their effort, kanang dili jud kanang sulukon nimo siya. That is not good kanang characteristics of being a teacher. Section 3. Now, before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize whoever assumes the position such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work. It means as a teacher, kanang example for the girls, no, for women here, nga na maternity leave, please ihatag na daan, prepare everything kung mag-leave ka so that your substitute, no, kanang contract, no, kung asa nakadapit para dili po maglisod. So the learning of the bata will not be compromised. Ting ana siya. Section 4. A teacher shall hold and violate all confidential information concerning associates and the school, and shall not divulge due to anyone documents which has not been officially released or remove records from files without permission. Again, do not divulge information or any documents kung dili na sa iyaha. No, hulati ang parents, hulati ang bata mo kuha sa iyang grades. Dili i-share sa colleague. Do not share it to other people, no? Ing ana. Next, it shall be responsibility of every teacher to seek correctiveness for what may appear to be unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associate. However, this may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. No, as a colleague, as a teacher, it is also our responsibility to look, no, sa ato ang mga colleagues, but not to the point na makimarites na ka, not to the point that you will be ka ng maging spy. But if you will notice, no, nga there are mga unethical conducts of our colleagues, please kanang seek an evidence and of course provide that evidence to the immediate authorities. Kinsa man imong immediate authority, your department head, your school heads or school principals. Tingana. Now, always remember the burden of the proof relies to the complainant. No, it's the responsibility of the complainant to provide no evidence. Dili ka ng ang respondent ang mo provide sa iya. So ikaw, siya. Section 6, a teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticisms against an associate, preferably in writing without violating the right of the individual concerned. It means dili ta mag-post, dili ta mag-storya. Put it in writing, submit it to proper authorities, ana siya. Next, a teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided that he respects the system of selection on the basis of merit and competence, provided further that all qualified candidates are given the opportunity to be considered. Now, even though you are just young, you are just new, if you think that you are qualified, if you think you meet the criteria of that kanang selection, do so. No, if you are kanang mga tenured nga mga teachers, kanang I hope there is no kanang kanang seniority na unahon nato ang mga nauna diri that is not the case. It's unethical, no? It's not giving a professional character of being a teacher, no? If you want to be promoted, work on, no? Of course, we work with yourself, work on with the requirements, no? Even enhance yourself, attend training seminars, workshop, enroll in graduate studies, no? Publish a research. Make sure that you always have an edge in anak god, because this is promotion looks like. But then again, always respect the system of the selection. In anak siya. Every teacher and the higher authorities in the profession. Every teacher shall make its duty to make an honest effort to understand and to support the legitimate policies of the school and the administration regardless of personal feeling or private opinion, and shall faithfully carry them out. Again, always carry out all the duties, policies, rules, and regulations mandated by our department. Regardless, you kanang ni uyon ba ka, or you agree or disagree, no? If you have something to say with the policies given by the department, you need to carry out in ana siya. Kanang more of military style ang atake gani, kanang do it first before you complain. But again, we cannot do something about that. All we have to do is to, of course, open this during the meeting, or not just in the siguro, if you will be given a chance to talk with the higher authorities, perhaps you can share your thoughts in ana siya. But make it in a way that is not offensive. Okay? Be professional at all times. Okay? Next, a teacher shall not make any false, under Section 2, accusations or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. However, if there are valid charges, should present such under oath to competent authority. Again, if you want to complain someone, i-inform to na nimo, I am Alcacer Villegas Sapayani. I want to file a complaint to my colleague because ana. But you need to provide an evidence. Now, magpailat yung ka nga anak ka. Of course, pasa mo sa inyo ang grievance committee, sa inyong heads, sa principals, nga. Next, a teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure. such as when special conditions are advocated but are opposed by immediate superiors, in which case the teacher shall appeal directly to the appropriate higher authority. Again, if you are if that is not your designation, if this is not your work, please refrain yourself not to do official business, because you are not just bringing the yourself, you are bringing the name of the institution and the department. Every teacher individually has the right to redress against injustice to the administration to the extent possible, shall raise grievances within acceptable democratic processes. In doing so, they shall avoid jeopardizing the interest and the welfare of learners, whose right to learn must be respected. Now, the state provides us to share, and we have a freedom. We have a freedom of expression. What we want to express, but make it sure you do it after your class. No, because do not jeopardize the right of the students to learn. You must respect that. Section 5. Every teacher has a right to invoke the principle that appointments, promotion, and transfer of teachers are made only in the basis of merit and needed in the interest of the service. Okay. Again, since we are now in the localizations, you have the right, to be to be transferred in your localization or to other schools, but make it sure you kanang the transfer, the reasons for your transfer, because it follows, or it did not violate any laws, because in the Department of Education they have this kanang ginatawag ko nga kanang last in first out. Okay, kung kinalasan ni sulod, okay, ikaw ang pinakauna mugkawas. Okay. Next, Section 6, a teacher who accepts a position assumes a contractual obligation to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of employment terms and conditions. As a teacher, of course, it is our kanang responsibility before we sign any contract. No, before you attach your signature there, it means you fully understood the terms and conditions of your employment. Dili kay makakabalo ang anak kay. Article 7. School officials, teachers, and other personnel. School officials shall all times show professional courtesy, helpfulness, and sympathy toward teachers and other personnel. Such practices being standards of effective school supervision, dignified administration, and responsible leadership, and enlightened direction. Again, you as a school officials, even though you are not a school official, so you're not a teacher, always provide a professional courtesy. Always help if it's kanang they need it, and of course show sympathy towards our other mga sa atong mga isig kaingon, no? Kung even though you will be promoted na, nahimo na kang school official, no? Be gyapon good ka nang be human ting ana. Section 2. School officials, teachers, and other school personnel shall consider it their cooperative responsibility to formulate policies or introduce important changes in the system at all levels. So, cascade any information memos, policies, or any changes, cascade lang na siya, Kaya across tanan, sa asa pa man ka, elementary, high school, o pinakababa nga position dito at sa pinakataas. Section 3. School officials shall encourage and attend the professional growth of all teachers under such as recommending them for promotion, giving them due recognition for meritorious performance, and allowing them to participate in conferences and trainings and programs. So, mga school principals, school officials, always encourage your students, not your students, always encourage your colleagues, your teachers, other personnel, always be hungry for professional growth. No school officials shall dismiss or recommend for dismissal teacher or other subordinates except for a cause. Not because you are a school principal automatically makaganahan sa iyang dagway something na nimo. No, it must have a probable cause why you are doing that. Why you are dismissing the teacher. Okay? no, because if it's found out nga it's kanang dili siya kuan illegal ang pag-dismiss mo, you can file no yung ana to the uh, sa ato ang court. School authorities concerned shall ensure that public teachers are employed in accordance with pertinent civil service rules, and private school teachers are issued contracts to specify the terms and conditions of their work, provided that they are given, if qualified, subsequent permanent tenure in accordance with existing laws. Now, if you are a public school teachers, it means you were binded, no? With the civil service rules ka under RA 1080 na apil man ang teachers dito. Now, if you are private school teachers, no, sabton po ni may mga kontrata dira. And of course, promote ka ng ano good, i-promote po nila ang security of tenure. So, na po regularization. Ano may Section 8. The teachers and the learners. A teacher has a right and duty to determine the academic marks and the promotion of learners in the subject of grades he handles, provided that such determination will be accordance with generally accepted procedures and evaluation and measurement. In case of any complaint, teachers concerned shall immediately take appropriate actions or observing due process. So again, always check. No, we have the school. I think school 4-5 for the promotion of the learners. Make it sure na follow tanan. No, kay dili pwede malate. It could malate ang mga promotion. That is why you need to evaluate the bata if he or she is a candidate for promotion to the next level. So especially if you're an advisor, kanang dako kag trabaho nun if you're an advisor. So, Section 2, a teacher shall recognize that the interests and welfare of learners are of first and foremost concern and shall deal justifiably and impartially with each of them. Again, as a teacher, ang atong anigot kanang ang atong goal ba, it's for the kapakanan ni bata. It's always the full interest and welfare of our learners. What we are doing in our class, at sa class, para ni sa bata at para sa bayan. Under no circumstance shall a teacher be prejudiced or discriminate against a learner. Never mag-ingon og bugo ka sa mga bata. Syungaon ang mga bata. No, never. Hinaon, never jud na. Our role as a teacher is to encourage them, Encourage atong mga bata nga magtuon jud nga maning kamot. Dili we should not be kanang the reason nga ma-demotivate, ma-unmotivate ang mga bata. Next, Section 4, a teacher shall not accept any favors or gifts from learners, the parents, or other their behalf in exchange for requested concessions, especially if under this. Never mag-receive og mga gift if there are kanang mga hidden agenda god. I think it would be better kanang not to receive any gifts at all. Siguro kung mga Christmas party siguro ana kay mga kaon-kaon ana ra siguro, but to make it safe na lang jud do not accept favors na lang jud or any gifts. So a teacher shall not accept in Section 5 directly and indirectly any remuneration from tutorials, others what is authorized for such service. For example, mga aral-aral nila with the aral program in the public school. Never, kaba hinaon siya sa math. O ali diri pag 5 ha, 5 p.m. onwards kanang mag-ano ka, mag-remedial ta, mag-tutorial ta, mao ni akong per hour ana. So that's a no, dili siya pwede. Okay? Section 6, a teacher shall base the evaluation of the learner's work only in merit and quality of academic performance. Wala na tayo lain i-check, wala na tayo lain i-evaluate, Trabaho ni learners, dili ang iyang batasan, Iyang performance ang ato ang i-check. But of course, factor C is the batasan, but not the basis, to promote the students. Ano siya. In a situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between teacher and learner, the teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal, gossip, and preferential treatment of the learner. Never, so wala man siya nga bawal siya mag-inigog maay. But again, under Department Order number 46 of 2012, the Child Protection Policy, any bata under the basic education are considered as child. Music senior high school, Pag also ng edad, 20 na edad, still considered child. Lisod na. So, nga naman mag-love man tano. Lahi nga love lang atong dapat motherly, fatherly ang atong love yata sa students. Dili ng mga kuan. Lahi nga love, A teacher shall not inflict corporal punishments on offending learners nor make deductions from their scholastic ratings as punishment for acts which are clearly not manifestation of poor scholarship. Again, if they misbehave no sa mga klase, do not inflict corporal punishment. No? Kanang, kanang, tawag ka na, oy, kanang, hands sa desk, kanang ano god, mga sit on the air, or remain standing. No, 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 no. It's not a good discipline na siya nga pagabuhat. The teacher and the learner. A teacher shall ensure that conditions contribute to the maximum development of learners are adequate and shall extend needed assistance in preventing or solving learners' problems and difficulties. As a teacher, we extra mile. We do extra mile, no, because we care for our learners. Ayang atake na to because we want them to be good. If di sa kabasa panikamutan na to, no, provide a remedial class, no. If dilis nagastulod, provide a home visitation. Ang anang ata. Oh, what did you say, Makwano? If gugutom siya, we can endorse our patas ng mga feeding program na naa sa school. Ang ano siya. The teacher and learners, section 1. Every learner shall establish and maintain cordial relations with parents. No, so palihog lang, strengthen the teacher and the parent relationship. Ano lang atong mga kuan ha. Section 2, every teacher shall inform parents preparatory the progress. Ano siya. So it means in section 2, call a kanang homeroom meeting. Inform them the progress of the bata. If there are deficiencies, no, you seek a cooperation from the parents. You need help, no? Kung nagabisbehave ang bata, alam ma'am, di na siya nag-ano ma'am, ang imuhang anak ma'am, di kay siya kasama ka siya ma'am, mag-curse na siya, ting anak siya. So, dili siya kanang panikamutan ninyo nga i-relay nimo ang kuan sa parents ang ang problem, no, so that the parents can help you, no, nga unsay dapat pagabuhaton. Okay, wait a moment, I will just charge para matabangan ka, no, matabangan ka ni parents, no, para ma-solve ang problem. Next, a teacher shall hear parents' complaints with sympathy and understanding and shall discourage unfair criticism. Always good, no, kanang listen to both sides, no, kanang sabton jud, do not give kanang prejudice. Ana jud, be open-minded as a teacher. The teacher and the business, a teacher has the right to engage directly and indirectly in legitimate income generation, provided that it does not relate to or adversely affect his work as a teacher. Again, if your duty is 8 to 5, so you can work beyond that. Dili pwede mag-work ka 8 to 5. Hala, since you're a professional photographer, tapos na-interrupt dito ka, ngayon lang sa professional photographer, muhawa ka sa mga klase, kaya mag-picture-picture ka. That is a no. No? Work as a teacher within that time. Then after that, sa pagiging teacher, pwede na ka magitaglaing trabaho ng business. Section 2. A teacher shall maintain a good reputation with respect to the financial matters, such as in the settlement of his debts and loans and arranges satisfactorily his private financial matters. Palihog lang mga teachers, if you have utang, no, please settle it privately. Dili takasan ang ato ang mga utang. Again, we are a teachers. We are a role model. Ingana siya dapat, ha? Next is a section 3. No teacher shall act. Wait lang ha. No teacher shall act directly or indirectly as an agent, be financially interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school. Palihog lang. You are not a purchasing officer in the Department of Education. That is not your job unless you were given the task, no, or the obligation to do so. If it is not, do not, Jude. If you are not a recognized Jude nga to do the task, okay? Ipalihog lang, dito magkurap-kurap, ha? The teacher as a person. A teacher is above all a human being endowed with life, for which it's the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in the home, or elsewhere. Again, bisag asa ta, palihog lang jud ta. No, be ka ng be a role model at all times. Have a high dignity in yourself. Be moral. Ano siya. A teacher shall place premium self-discipline as a primary principle of personal behavior in all. Bisag nasuko na jud ka palihog kining self-discipline, no? Kanang
kanang ano jud kanang i-practice si mind, no? I-practice si mind to be always kanang naaayon ang atong istorya, ang atong lihok, no? At sure siya maintain at all times the same gihapon, no? Maging mabait, maging kapaki-kapakinabang, maging kanang ano ba kanang worthy good ta nga sundugon jud ta sa atong mga kauban, sa atong mga estudyante ug sa mga members in the community. Ay ana siya. Next, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as the guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. So, again, yeah, tama man, no, we should recognize the Almighty God, but again, do not proselyte, do not force, do not influence the belief of other students. Ayan na siya. Disciplinary action. So, if you violate, no, mga isa ka section dito, you will be adhere, no? Kini dito palo jud ta. Dagan kita mga balaw. We have RA 7836, no? Naibalaan naman ninyo pila ganito, minimum of 6 months to 2 years, then how much? 5,000 to 20,000. So, yes, just go back na lang, no? But you will be ano jud held liable, no, under Section 23, Article 3 of RA 7836 and Article 8 and the rules of the regulation implementing. Ana siya. So this code effective 60 days after. So we have here a quiz, 1 minute per item. So I want you to answer it. And you can use your Microsoft, open your documents, no, or Microsoft Word and answer it. No, again, write your name lang gihapon and the item, and then kuan din siya kanang rename your file, your documents before you submit it in our official Google Drive. So we have here, according to Article 1, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers applies to whom? Ayan na siya. Sige, next na lang nato, no? Okay, for section 2, sorry, for section 2. Number 2, Article 2, Section 1 describes schools as the nurseries of the future citizens. What is the primary obligation of a teacher in this context? So I guess you should just kanang i-pause lang ning ang video so that you can answer the questions. Okay, so we will not use the 1 minute na lang siya diretso. For number 3, based on the Article 3, what is the teacher's role regarding the community customs and traditions? So, for number 4, Article 4 emphasizes that every teacher should view the teaching profession as simple means to earn a livelihood, the noblest of all professions, and the profession with minimal standards are required. We have here number 5. What does Article 5, Section 2 states about confidential information concerning associates and the school? Number 6, according to Article 8, Section 5, what action is explicitly forbidden when a learner is offending? So, deduction naman nato, give verbal reprimand, calling the parents for a conference, and assigning extra academic work. For number 7, what is the main responsibility of a teacher towards parents as outlined in the Article 9? Kinesha. Number 8, according to Article 10, Section 2, places a restrictions on a teacher's involvement in business. What is this? A restriction. A teacher cannot have any foreign business. A teacher cannot act as an agent. Teacher cannot, siya. So please take na lang, no? Take a photo or you can just post this video. What does Article 11 states about a teacher's personal life? Finish siya. Article 10, according to Article 2, every teacher should render the best service by. Number 11, what behavior should a teacher refrain from according to Article 3, Section 3 to merit social recognition? Then, finish siya. Number 12. Number 13, number 14, number 15, number 16, number 17, number 18, number 19, number 20. So yun. Okay, we'll stop this discussion this morning. So please open this video so that you can answer our request. So I will post another video recording session to discuss RA 4670, known as the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for listening.